how many times each word is repeated, like the how many times it is repeated, fox in it, and how many times it is repeated. Like I want that one. Yes. Yeah, right.
Is there, the basically is already exist to this one. And
Okay, Sachin, can I try the Fibonacci series?
Fibonacci series, basically it is the addition of the last two value series, like 1, 1, 2, and 3, and 5. 1. Then to print, then 4, basically the loop, the f in range, and then basically the c equal to a, but the question is that the total is there, okay, the 0 and 1 1, but now the a becomes 5 8 8 30. Okay.
Yeah. Can you tell me about the architecture of Django?
So basically, the architecture of the Django is MVT based model view template. If I'm talking about and want to compare basically to all the existing framework basically are already available into the market like the MVC. So in that situation, basically some modifications are little bit complex, but the Django basically the modifications are very easy. So if I'm talking about the MVT like model, if I'm talking about any ORM related concept, some data related concepts, so the model will be there, and the T, that is the template, so any template related to the HTML, and like the view. That is the basically MVC architecture and MVT architecture. If I'm talking about to compare them, and whenever basically we ready the Django architecture and to make a project basically, so it will also create some built-in file, like whenever we create like some init, some ASCII, ASGI, WSGI settings, inits, and some view URLs. So there are the some files provided to there, and basically whenever we set ready the basically the Django projects setting to there. So firstly I set my environment, then I will basically to start them.
Can you tell me about the middlewares in Django?
Yeah, middleware is a very flexible as compared to some other technology into the Python, because we can easily embed any ORM concept to there, and that situation this is a middleware. So obviously if I'm talking about to the some other technology like into the node, there are some middleware problems are there, like how basically we can load some external file, external data to fetch out to there. So the Python on that situations basically to there middleware is like when basically we want to interact one server to the clients and some application to there.
Can you tell me about the Django signals?
Sorry, Django.
Signals.
So obviously, if like I'm talking about to there, and when basically the client want to make them the signal to the one particular application to the another. So in that situation, basically we will prefer to the signals, and the signals it is a very thing like the some for the routing concept too. Basically, when we ready some applications, so I use the URLs. So in that situation, basically I want to transfer my data to one particular file to the another. So that situation basically we use the signals.
Okay. Can you tell me about the Django admin?
Also, I'm sorry for that. Actually, I'm not able to understand the
No problem. I will write down in here. Django admin.
Django. Yeah. So basically, whenever we want to ready my projects, So I create the project with the Django admin, and also like I create a super user in my Django, like when we want to control my entire projects, some higher privileges. So that is a Django admin, like to create my projects.
Okay. Do you have experience in the React now? You say?
When we are talking about to ready some component and some routings are there, and to my React basically. So basically, when we want to send my request to the server, so there are so many structures to there. So in that situation, basically, we want to like the complex structured data we want to convert into the JSON and to some other XML formats, also to there into the Python.
Okay. 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 Can you tell me about the virtual devo? Sorry.
Virtual environment.
Yes.
So when we are working with the Python, like the for example, if I'm talking, I think my screen is shared. So like when I working with some Google Colab, PyCharm, VS Code for the different work, like regarding to the some data science, some other library like the Python, Panda, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and some machine learning library like scikit-learn. So basically, on that situations, we want to install the my library for that particular work. But if I just want to start some related to the work to the Django basically, so I just want to store some SQL Alchemy, some ORM basically, some library, some tool basically related to the Python to the development environment. So I just want to set my path to my computer. Like I just want to install the specific packages only to this one. It will not affect to other environment. So we ready my the virtual environment.
Okay. That's all, Sachin. HR will record the feedback to you.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Any more questions you want?
And
Any questions? Yeah.
also, Anun Kumar Reddy, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, you are asking me a questions. Well, appreciate firstly, and being a patience, and not so like I want to expect more, but a little bit for the just for the awareness point of view, like according to you.
Actually, we want a Python full stack developer. We have Django, REST API, and also React JS in the front end and back end development.
So in the REST API, basically, I use also the CRUD operations and to like the patch and the put and some basically the get post etc into the Angular basic. Basically, if I'm talking about to myself and also handling to the Angular and Node and to the basically the MongoDB into there and into the Python like the Flask, Django, MySQL, and also we can integrate but using to this one and also enhancing and also integrate my and the basically I'm also like a consultant and also like handling to the standalone projects to the machine learning and the generative AI projects. So actually I'm a multi-talented and also handling my some social platforms into the YouTube and some other industries are there and to also provide the training to the USA and stuff. So it's a small introduction
Okay.
of myself.
Okay, Sachin. Yeah. That's all. Okay. HR will record the feedback. Thank you. Have a good day.